Good evening as we are broadcasting on Fuller Digital Solutions, another OABCIG baseball game. In case you're wondering, we are going to get to softball, and that'll be on Wednesday up in Moville as they take on Woodbury Central. Looking forward to doing our first softball game on this platform. You can catch us on YouTube. We appreciate you logging on to that and then subscribing to Fuller Digital Solutions, or the channel you're watching right now. That way you can get updates on all the OABCIG games. You can also get updates on other programming through FDS. Our pregame show sponsor is Gordon's Body Shop. I want to thank them, as well as our scoreboard sponsor, United Bank of Iowa. The OABCIG sponsors are North Star Community Credit Union, Beckman Motors, the Hoffman Agency, Holstein Senior Living, Zimmy's, Schmidt Insurance, Rex Chevrolet, Swanson Insurance, and Real Estate. Wrapping it up on our sponsors. Thank you to them, and thank you to you for joining us this evening. A beautiful night for baseball. Sun has come out of the clouds and is shining down on us. It'll be setting towards a little bit past right into foul territory as we have a couple of clouds in the sky. The windmills are turning out in the distance. We're in Ida Grove this evening at the OABCIG High School here. A great facility, and the coaches have just met to go over the starting lineups with the umpires, and we're going to start a little bit early tonight. Let's run through those starting lineups for the, let's see here, OABCIG Falcons. They are going to go with a lineup we've seen before. Cooper DeJean is leading off. He is hitting .727 on the year, and he will be playing shortstop. The second hitter is Trust Wells. He has yet to get his first hit on the year, but he's got a couple RBIs, been able to drive Cooper in a couple times, just hasn't got it to fall into play. Easton Harms is going to be catching tonight, and he again is also looking for that first hit of the year. Zach Heemer will be taking over on the pitching plate. He's batting fourth in the cleanup spot, also looking for his first hit. Preston Gill will be playing at third base tonight. He had a great outing in the last game, pitched a tremendous game getting the win, and he has a .167 batting average. Cam Sharkey will be over at first base. He has yet to record his first hit on the year. Then Eric Siebenaller, hitting .125 on the year, as the second baseman. DH tonight is Trayton Kohler. He's hitting .286 on the season. And Phillip Brooks is hitting .250 on the year. He'll be in center field. The player who is only in the outfield is Gabe Winterroud, and he will be manning the left field position. Over to Kinglsey Pierson. KP comes in with a record of 3-0, but it's been a while since they played. They played a game last week early, and then they had to miss a game. There was a bit of a COVID scare, I believe, but everybody must have tested the right way, and that's why we can play tonight. The leadoff hitter is Malachi Christofferson. He is a good hitter, .636 on the year. He's going to be playing at third base. Then Matthew Christofferson is the shortstop. He's hitting .556 on the year. Damon Schmid is going to be out in center field, hitting .500 on the season. Jackson Howe is in right field, hitting .375 on the year. Ervin Newman is the pitcher tonight. He's hitting .400 on the season. Bo Harvey is the catcher, the battery mate for the pitcher, and he's hitting .222 on the season. Connor Bihar is a .500 hitter over at second base. Emerson Pratt, looking for his first hit on the year. He's going to be DHing tonight. And Damon Bowman is a .286 hitter, batting ninth, and he's going to be playing first base. The player in the field is Jonah Walden, and he's going to be out in left field tonight. For the pitchers, Zach Heemer is going to go against that KP lineup. He is 0-0, came into the game that was up in Alta Aurelia, had 3 really good innings, didn't give up any runs. Opponents hitting just .167 against him, so he's getting his first start of the year right now. For the OABCIG Falcons, on the bump is going to be facing them is going to be Eric Newman. He's 1-0, pitched 6 innings, has 5 strikeouts out of those 6 innings. His ERA is at .117, allowed just 1 run, and opponents are hitting .129 against them. So those are your starting lineups for today, and we want to again say thank you to our sponsors and thank you for joining us on our YouTube channel. My name is Michael Earl, and I'll be broadcasting a lot of these games for OABCIG throughout the year, not just baseball and softball. We're going to be doing football, some volleyball as well, possibly some wrestling, basketball, boys and girls, and get you through all the different sporting events, and you can see and hear all those right here on this YouTube channel. So tell your friends, if you got some family out of town that wants to watch a Falcon game, they can go ahead and do that on this YouTube channel. And write in some comments to us, too. Tell us how we're doing. We'd love to get your feedback. If you want to talk to me personally, you can do that on my Facebook page. Just look me up, Michael Earl, on Facebook. You can also look up Mike Earl with Nepal Real Estate. Either one is fine. Send me a message. Tell me how I'm doing. And I want to say a big thank you to Hannah Schmidt as well. Hannah is filming all the games for us this year, and she's been doing a great job, and we appreciate all the work she's putting in for this broadcast. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back here as we get the national anthem in. You are watching OABCIG Baseball, a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
It's about caring for one another, loving one another, being there for family and friends. At Holstein Senior Living, we are here to provide that little extra care while you live life to the fullest. Wake up when you want. Participate in daily activities at your discretion. Eat meals on your time, which includes an all-day breakfast menu. All with the comfort of knowing there are trained professional staff available at any time for the little extra caring things that may require a helping hand. Holstein Senior Living, offering assisted and independent living options with.
Now we're back as we hear the remainder of the lineups for the Falcons. This is going to be a tough game for the Falcons. KP puts the bat on the ball quite a bit, and that's been a bugaboo for this Falcons squad. But what the Falcons' strength has been is defense. They've played tremendous defense all year, keeping themselves in games. Last game was able to get a very close victory. Falcons have a 2-1 record with wins over MVAO COU 13-0 in the season opener and Lawton Bronson this past Friday. They lost to Alta Aurelia up in Alta. Final score there was 7-2. For Kinglsey Pierson, they had an 18-10 win over Ridgeview. Then they beat Cherokee 9-2, and Lawton Bronson 11-1. That was on the 17th, so that was the game Lawton Bronson played before they got to OABCIG. They were supposed to play River Valley, didn't do that game, as we get the national anthem here, and we'll begin our broadcast after that. All right, so national anthem is played, and we're ready for baseball action as the Falcons are in the field. And it's going to be Hemer throwing to Harms to start things off, facing that tough Kinglsey Pierson lineup. You want to start off with some strikes and get some confidence if you're Hemer out there. There's a little skid row going for us to start things off. So we talked a little bit about how you can contact us. Let us know how we're doing. Tell us how you like the broadcast quality. And let us know what we can do better. Let us know what we can do worse. Or, tell us compliments. But we also want to hear some of the negative feedback, too, if you have some. Because we want to make sure that we get this product right and better for you throughout the season. Especially when you're filming in a nice facility like this. We're set up right behind the catcher in the stands. And it should be a great night for baseball. And hope you enjoy it as well. Wind is really negligible, times gusting across the field, maybe first base to third base in direction. So anything down that third base line might have a chance of hook and foul, and that first base line might come back into play. But really, just a 5 to 7 mile per hour wind at the top end. We talked about the leadoff hitter for the Panthers of Kinglsey Pierson, Malachi Christopherson. He's been doing it all this year from third base. You know, when you have a 636 average, obviously you've been doing things well. From what I saw, it looks like a mostly right-hand dominated team. See if we get any lefties out there. And when it comes to baseball, most of the time, especially at this level, you're seeing a lot more righties than lefties. Harms is going to throw down and throw one around the diamond and back to the pitcher, and we'll get ready for the start of inning number 1. Just a perfect night. Blue skies, white clouds, a little bit of a breeze. Hemer looking in. Has a sign from the full wind. He'll bring it home right on the outside corner. Perfect pitch there. That's what the Falcons were doing last Friday, just hitting that outside corner at the knees, almost at will. And that's going to be dribbled over towards third base. Quick runner, fielded. Not going to make a play, I don't believe. Oh, they did. What a tremendous effort over at third base. I believe that was Preston Gill who fielded it on the run and threw it over. That was basically a swinging bunt, and it ended up being a 5-3 putout. Tremendous effort. Sharkey with a nice stretch as well over at first base. So Hemer will look in. A little more confidence in that fielding squad. Takes one right across at the knees, and he's working ahead of the first 2 hitters. 0-1 count, 1 out, nobody on, top of the first inning. Scoreless game between OABCIG and KP. That'll dribble to the backstop, and count will move to 0-2. Umpire giving some instructions. 2 umps, 1 behind the plate, 1 over at first base. He'll move over to second if any runners get on. Eyeing in. Wind and fire. Tried to get him to chase low there, but good eye by the hitter. That's Matthew Christofferson. First 3 in the lineup are Christofferson, and Schmid. Sounds like a legal firm, as that'll bounce out to right field. Just got past the second baseman for the first hit of the game. A weak side wrap, and that'll bring up Damon Schmid. Schmid's a .500 hitter out in center field.
At the plate for the Panthers, number 1, Damon Schmid.
And Schmid is going to dig into that left-hand side of the box. Not the tallest hitter, so his zone is going to be limited. Really going to have to get it across at the knees. That'll come across low. About 6 feet 7 inches tall, and I always felt that in baseball that was a disadvantage. And here's the perfect scenario. We got about a 18-inch difference in my strike zone. As he comes across, low and outside, and the count moves to 2-0.
For the Panthers, number 2, Jackson Howe.
So Howe's on deck, and then Evan Newman. Falcons would like to get out of this before they see him. Just low. So a 3-0 count to Damon Schmid. Bat hasn't left his shoulder yet. Eyes over to first as Hemer. Now delivering home. That'll be taken outside for a ball. That would have been a strike if it had been about 4 inches over. So let that one go and take on the next hitter.
Jackson Howe. On deck number 24, Evan Newman.
See, now you got a little bigger zone to work with. So runners at first and second, a single and a walk. As KP threatens here in the first, playing in at the corners, or at first base, third base playing with the bag. That's going to be drilled out towards left field. Back, looking underneath it, making a nice catch and rallying it in is Winterode. And we're going to have a 2-out inning. Trying to get out of this jam for Hemer on a fly out to left. Newman up to bat. Newman on the season, a .400 hitter. All right, now you got a force at any base except for home. Like even at first and third. Second baseman cheating over to hold the runner on. That'll be across low. A nice backstop there. And Mr. Harms, he's been doing a great job early in the season, keeping the ball in front of him. Not the easiest thing to do as pitchers are finding their release point this early in the season. As Hemer's going to take it for a strike. Bluffing off of second base was Matthew Christofferson. That's 2 times now he's gone halfway down and then walked back to the bag. Count evens out 1-1. Still no score here. Top of the first inning. 2 outs. Runners at first and second for KP. Just missing outside. It was a pitcher's pitch there, but just missed the corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. Christofferson leading off of second base. Schmidt off of first. Hemer eyes the runner to second, coming home, and that was a dead steal all the way. High fly ball underneath it. Cooper DeJean should be able to make the play and end the inning. And that'll do it. A fly out will end the frame. You are watching and listening to Fuller Digital Solutions production of OABCIG Baseball. Back in a moment.
Beckman Motors in Odebo is your premier dealer for Ford, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and Ram, new and used vehicles. Their dedicated sales staff, knowledgeable finance associates, and expertly trained technicians are all here to make your experience fun, easy, and hassle-free. We're proud to be family-owned and part of our local community. When it's time for a new vehicle for your family and a great selection of used vehicles and service, visit Larry Beckman Motors, Odebo.
And we are back here in Ida Grove at the OABCIG field for the first at-bats on the Falcons side of things. A threat by KP in the first. There were no runs scored on 1 hit, 2 runners left on, no errors. And the Falcons will bat their 1, 2, and 3 hitters, facing a tough pitcher in Eric Newman. Newman, a right-hander. He was the last out in the top of the inning. Works from a full wind, about a 3/4 delivery. Cooper DeJean has had a hot bat this year, 727 on the season. You got him going, and we really just need to figure out a way for those other bats to miss some mitts. As Easton Harms and Trustwell, Zach Hemer, they're all good hitters, just haven't been able to find the right pitch so far. Trying to think who the pitcher reminds me of. The leg kick is a little different. He's got a little compact, tight delivery. So it might be tough for the pitcher or the hitters to pick up. He brings it out and then behind his back, and by the time it kind of lets you peek at it behind his back as he's throwing, and then it's already coming at you. We'll see if that deceives anybody, as the catcher's going to bring it down on this play. Nice rope down to second base, showing a good arm there. But DeJean will dig into the right-hand batter's box. Looks down to Doetzler, and he'll get all set. Nice easy stance at the plate, and DeJean takes a big cut. Swings over the top of it, and the count goes 0-1. DeJean looking out, Newman looking in. From the full wind, he'll deliver. And that's a high fly ball, foul into the football field. That was a ball. DeJean was all over the top of it, just a bit ahead of it. Gotta find a ball in the dugout. They'll get it out to the pitcher. If you haven't been out here to the Ida Grove field, you look out to the outfield and you see for miles into the green fields rolling with windmills turning, and it's just an idyllic setting. Newman looking in. Rocks and fires. That's going to be fisted out towards the gap. Fielded by the third baseman. Up with it. Good throw to first is in time. Beating the speedy DeJean. And a 5-3 putout to start things off for KP's pitcher. And brings up Trust Wells. Despite not getting any hits so far this year, Trust does have a couple RBI. As the righty will dig in. Newman fires home, and that will be taken inside. just on the inside line of the batter's box.
Late for the Falcons, 31, Trust Wells.
Got a little zip on that fastball. Just kind of pops out of the pitcher's hand. That'll be fisted into the backstop, and the count evens out. Ball and a strike with one out and nobody on. We're still scoreless here in the bottom of the first inning. OABCIG and Kinglsey Pierson. A big thank you to our sponsors. That includes Swanson Insurance and Real Estate. Has Newman Rocks and Fires. Going to be fisted out towards second base. Low roller to the base and up with it just in time. And Trust to Wells is going to be put out 4-3, bringing up Easton Harms. Rex Chevrolet, Schmidt Insurance, Zimmy's, Holstein Senior Living, the Hoffman Agency, Beckman Motors, and North Star Community Credit Union. Our scoreboard show brought to you by United Bank of Iowa and the pregame show by Gordon's Body Shop. Easton Harms looking for his first hit on the year. Nobody on, 2 outs. That'll be inside. You don't want to get on by wearing one, especially one right on the hip. When you're a catcher, that's no fun. You get beat up enough as it is. But he gets right up on top of the plate. Harms digs in again, and he'll take high and tight. It's a good strategy. You don't think about it very often, but when the pitcher misses inside, he's worried about hitting you. If you stay right on top of that plate, it kind of throws him off a bit. So 2-0 count. Firing, and that'll be right across the outside corner. Good pitch there by Newman. Not going to do much with that after a couple of inside fastballs. 2 balls and a strike. Harms lets the bat rest on his shoulder. Now goes set as the pitcher goes into the full wind delivery. And that'll be fouled to the backstop, and little deuces wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on. Bottom of the first inning, no score. Harms puts the toe right in that back corner of the right-hand batter's box. Newman delivers home, and it's going to be foul. I mentioned you don't want to wear one when you're Harms, especially when you do yourself. He just kind of got himself on the shoulder there, but no worse for the wearer. As long as you stay in the box when it hits you, yeah, it's a foul ball. And cut on a miss. So the first strikeout of the game, and a 1-2-3, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on. We are 1 complete, 0-0 our score. OABCIG back in the field after this message from our Fuller Digital Solutions sponsors.
As you cruise through downtown Odeboat, Iowa, you'll find Swanson Insurance and Real Estate, offering hard-working insurance for hard-working people. Have you visited SwansonWithYou.com? Their website is all new. Put in a quote request, check out real estate listings, and read about the staff here to serve you. Truck it up with Swanson Insurance. Big enough to serve, small enough to care. Located downtown Odeboat.
Well, the Falcons go 1-2-3, go back to the field as Hemer's going to retake his pitching mound. Try to have another clean inning here, as had a little threat the last time I was out. Got 2 men on, but was able to get a couple of flyouts to end the frame. Good defense behind him the whole way through. A very nice play to start that inning by the third baseman, as he was able to field the slow roller to the speedy leadoff hitter, and then Preston Gill fired over to Cam Sharkey for a good out. It'll be numbers 6, 7, 8. That's Bo Harvey, Connor Beher, and Emerson Pratt. If anybody gets on, then Damon Bowman would hit as the number 9 hitter. Harms has the catching gear on, back out there, and nice throw down to second base.
Leading off for the Panthers,
Bo Harvey, a .222 hitter. Digs into the center of the box. Can't really dig in because it's the synthetic box. That's in there for a strike. Like that, because you don't end up with those big holes, and of course as soon as you fill them in, the hitters come back up and dig them back again. Same thing for the pitcher. I don't know how I'd like it as a pitcher, but as an announcer, it's real nice because it saves time before the game. No balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out here. Top of inning number 2. It's still a scoreless affair. Hemer shakes that one off. Going to go maybe outside and low. We'll see where he sets up. No, he's hit high and inside, and that'll be cut on and missed. The high cheddar just got a piece of the bat. You're lucky he didn't get that with his hands. That was how close it was in. Now he's setting up low and away. Yep, we're going to go a little lower this time. Curveball is popped up in the infield. Calling it is DeJean, and he will make the play. So a pop out to the shortstop just behind the pitcher, and that's going to bring up Connor Behar.
Plate for the Panthers, number 7, Connor Boner. On deck,
Boner.
number 15, Emerson Pratt.
Right on the corner for a strike. That's that pitcher's pitch that was working last game. If the umpire keeps calling it, throw it right there. You're not going to get any power on it. No balls and a strike. Hemer working quickly. Just misses low. It's a good pitch, but a great eye there by Boner, second baseman for the Kinglsey Pierson squad. From the full wind, Hemer brings it in again. This one's going to be fouled, and that will also find the end zone. That'll be the south end zone for the Falcons football field. Actually, I don't know what direction that is. To be fair, you take so many turns to come up here to the field. I'm kind of lost. That's cut on and missed. Fooled them with the high heater and brings out Emerson Pratt. Pratt's the DH tonight.
Batting number 15, Emerson Pratt.
Yet to get his first hit on the year. Oh, the only blemish in a stellar lineup so far that we've seen. And that'll be right on the inside corner for a strike. I don't know if he called the strike or if he called the swing. Wind and deliver. Grilled to DeJean. He's up with it. 6-3 for the putout, and that'll do it. A 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no runners left on base. We are through 1.5. Back with the OABCIG lineup. And you are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove wants to wish the OABCIG Falcons good luck. They know that whether it's athletics or academics, the OABCIG students work hard. The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove offers old-fashioned customer service combined with today's technology to provide the high-quality, professional, personal, and commercial services that you deserve. The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove, a proud supporter of the OABCIG schools.
And we're back to Falcon Baseball, a production of Fuller Digital Solutions. Mike Earl with you on the call. Thank you for joining us today. If you are tuned in to YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel you're on so you can get updates for OABCIG Sports and other FDS programming. Also want to remind you, maybe share that link with some other people. Let them enjoy some baseball as well. You see fuller stadiums and fuller baseball fields and softball fields as people getting more back to normal here, and that's what we like to see. Everybody sitting, not totally full, but definitely feels more like baseball action, and that's good for the kids, as that's going to be cut on and missed. Nice pitch there. He's hitting that corner too, is Newman. 0-1 count. From the full wind, he'll deliver. Inside for Zach Hemer, a 1-1 count. Hemer looking for his first hit on the year. You always want to help your cause when you're pitching. He has a big gap out in left center if he can find a way to get her over the shortstop. So he'll swing through that one, and the count goes to 1-2. Really? Left fielder shading the line. Center fielder's playing dead away. If he can get it over the shortstop, it's probably a double. And he'll fist one over into the construction area in front of the Falcons school. Trying to take out that front end loader. My 6-year-old son's been working with me on my construction equipment. As Newman rocks and will deliver. The high heater is cut on and missed. Strikeout number 2 for Newman brings up Preston Gill.
At the plate for the Falcons, number 4, Preston Gill on deck.
So 1 out for Gill. Righty on righty matchup. As Newman will fire in inside and tight. He likes starting off with that first pitch right at the letters, right on the line of the right-hand batter's box, trying to back that hitter off. It gives him that outside corner a little easier, and that's right back where he goes. He went inside-outside there. And an 0-1 count with 1 out. Or a 1-1 count, I should say. So Hemer. Slow swing in the box. Now sets up. Bat on the shoulder. He'll come set as the pitcher delivers home. Taken high, and he'll get ahead in the count. 2 balls and a strike. That's what you want to do. Force the pitcher to throw some pitches here. Working quickly. Newman will come home again, and that'll be right on the corner for a strike. Inside at the knees. Nothing good about that pitch. Just let it go and find something better. You swing and hit that, you're just going to bounce it right back to the pitcher. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Newman brings it right to the same spot again. Find something he doesn't like and do it twice. Both times, Hemer backed away for it. 2 nice pitches right on the corner. And the Falcons have 2 outs here in this second inning. We're still scoreless as Newman looks in again. Step, rock, fire, swung on and missed on an outside fastball. Not much other than fastballs coming out of Newman's hand. He's throwing inside, outside, high and low, just varying that delivery point. And that'll be, I say that, and he brings a little bit of a slider across for a strike. Started that one off of the shoulder, and it broke right across the middle of the plate. Good speed on that breaking ball. Wind and fire again. And a swing and a miss. So 3 strikeouts in the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. We are 2 complete. It's 0-0. OABCIG and Kinglsey Pierson in baseball action. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
Live for today, plan for tomorrow with Schmidt Insurance.
As an independent agent, I work for you, helping you find the right coverage with the best companies at extremely competitive rates. I'm Jared with Schmidt Insurance in downtown Dollar Creek. I offer a complete lineup of insurance products including home, auto, farm, commercial, as well as life and retirement. For a no-obligation quote, call me at 365-2535. That's 365-2535.
Back for more baseball action. Top of inning number 3. It'll be the 9, 1, and 2 hitters for the Panthers. As KP has got 1 hit so far and 1 walk for the only 2 base runners in the game. Falcons have gone 1-2-3, 1-2-3. Neither team has gotten on the scoreboard yet. As they'll bring one more, and Hemer has been pitching very good. 3 innings earlier this year at Alta Aurelia in relief. His first start as he brings it down, and Harms will throw to second. Get past DeJean and get ready for the start of the 3rd inning. Quick moving game. This is a production of Fuller Digital Solutions. Wind and fire. Grilled towards shortstop, fielded there, and that took a funny hop. And Damon Bowman is going to get on base after a error on DeJean. Really not his fault. It caught the edge of that grass and just about bounced straight up. Went right over his glove. So Bowman checks in at first with an error. First of the game by either team. And that'll bring up Malachi Christopherson. Malachi grounded out on a beautiful play by the third baseman earlier this game. Preston Gill came charging in down the line and was able to fire it over to Sharkey in time.
On deck, number 17, Matthew Christopherson.
Christopherson, the hitter and the on-deck player. Malachi, then Matthew, as that's going to be lined out towards left field. So back-to-back base runners have runners at first and second. With Matthew Christopherson up, Matthew had a seeing eye single over to the right side, got past the second baseman in the first inning, and he was stranded at second base. And Doetzler's going to come out, and he's going to let Heemer take a seat. And they're going to bring in, looks like Cooper's going to come on. So Cooper DeJean is going to pitch here. He threw 2 innings on Friday. Doetzler's going to explain how everybody's getting moved around here. But we're going to take a break. We'll send it back, and you are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions. We're scoreless in the top of the third inning, but KP is threatening.
A few Facebook reviews from Zimmy's Bar and Grill in Ida Grove. Best prime rib I've ever had. From appetizers and drinks, meal and price, all was great. Pretzel burger was to die for. Highly recommended, and I can't wait to go back to try more menu items. We stopped at Zimmy's in Ida Grove after our game, and they stayed open for us. It was steak night, and they were delicious.
I'm Eric Zimmerman, inviting you to enjoy our family-friendly full menu restaurant. Try it, love it, and come back for more at Zimmy's Bar and Grill, East Highway 175, Ida Grove.
A couple more warm-up pitches for Cooper DeJean. I want to say thank you again to our sponsors for tonight's baseball action. The pregame show is brought to you by Gordon's Body Shop. Scoreboard show by United Bank of Iowa. Our programming for OABCIG is brought to you by Holstein Senior Living, Zimmy's, Schmidt Insurance, Rex Chevrolet, Swanson Insurance and Real Estate, North Star Community Credit Union, Beckman Motors, and the Hoffman Agency. Big thank you to Hannah Schmidt for working the camera tonight, and everybody back at base camp for keeping us on the internet connection. My name is Michael Earl. I work down at Nepple Real Estate in Denison. For 14 years, I broadcast games with KDSN Radio out of Denison. Decided to take a break and go into real estate this year, and was contacted by Fuller Digital Solutions, and will voice Falcon baseball, softball, football, and volleyball, all the OABCIG sports throughout the year. I want to say thank you for joining us, and hope you enjoy our broadcasts. Playing in at the corners, on the grass at first, as they score around to bunt, and taken for a strike. No balls and a strike. Thought that might be high, but getting a good call. A pitcher's call there for DeJean. They moved Gill to third. Heemer moved, or Gill to shortstop, as that's popped up over our heads and into the metal structure behind us by the football field. The count goes 0-2, so you'll probably see the bunt come off here. Those not familiar with baseball rules, if you bunt foul on your third strike, it's a strikeout. So now the first baseman will back up, play even on the grass, same with third. As he just misses low there, right below the knees. 1 ball, 2 strikes. No outs here, runners are at first and second. After an error and a hit, that's going to be grounded to second. Fielded quickly to second, and no play to first. So the trailing runner is out on a 4-6 putout. Fielder's choice. The runner at first now is Matthew Christopherson. Runner at third is Damon Bowman. And the hitter is Damon Schmid, who I mentioned in inning number 1 has about a 4-inch strike zone. Let's see if Cooper can get in there. Looks over to first and eyes the runner at third. Left-hand bat, very open stance, setting up on the outside corner, and he's going to lift one out towards left field, setting up underneath it, couldn't make it be able to good throw. He'll hit the cutoff man, trying to get it to home. They have a play all the way down and just not in time. So the runner comes in to score on the fielder's choice, or on the sacrifice fly, that is. So sacrifice fly out to left, scores the runner, and KP has a 1-0 lead.
Jackson Howe on deck 24, Evan Newman.
Nice piece of hitting by Damon Schmidt. Did his job, got it to the outfield, and got the run across. And now 2 outs with the runner at first base. In there for a strike, right on the outside corner. A run, I believe, will be unearned since it got on with the air. But it will be credited to the starter, Hemer, as they're taking a step off a first base and diving back safely. Close play over at first base. If you're watching on YouTube, send us a comment underneath. Let us know how you like the broadcast, the new service that we're offering for OABCIG Sports. We've got our first softball game coming up on Wednesday. Looking forward to that over in Mobile. As the runner will this time go to second. It's going to be a high throw, and underneath the tag, Matthew Christopherson will slide in. So now a runner in scoring position for Jackson Howe, who's ahead in the count 2-1. Love to do more of the softball games from Battle Creek, but we can't get the cell phone coverage we need for the broadcast, as they're going to try to get third here too. The high fly is over towards the dugout and will be reached up and grabbed by Cam Sharkey, who battled the fence but was able to get it in his glove, and that will end the threat. But not before one run comes across on one hit with one runner left on. We are through 2.5. It's 1-0 KP. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
Account of your own can be a challenging task. That's why I went to North Star Community Credit Union. They help make my finances easier to handle by offering me the services and products I need at a price that will fit my budget. They've got it all: savings, checking, ATM or debit card, loans, direct deposit, free online and mobile banking, e-statements, bill pay, and much more to suit my busy lifestyle. See for yourself why so many people like me have made North Star Community Credit Union their one-stop financial institution.
Visit their offices in Cherokee, Ida Grove, or Sheldon to start an account today. Federally insured by NCUA. You've got a strong credit union behind you.
And we're back again to a beautiful night of baseball here in Ida Grove, as OABCIG now trails 1-0 after Kinglsey Pierson got one run on one hit. A sacrifice fly driving it in. Cooper DeJean came on in relief in the top of the inning. A run was credited to Hemer, but it wasn't an earned run, I don't believe. Of course, I'm not the official scorer. We'll leave that to people that know what they're doing. Newman's going to stay on the bump for KP. He's gone 2 innings. He has 4 strikeouts, struck out the side last inning, and the Falcons have yet to reach a base. Coming up with Eric Siebenall, Trayton Kohler, and Phillip Brooks. Siebenall hitting 125 on the year. Has a big gap in left center. You got to take inside and low for a ball. Good eye there by Siebenaller. So 2 hits for KP, no hits yet for the Falcons. Outside this time, and a 2-0 count. Dotzler looking in, giving him a sign. Maybe telling him, hey, let's see if he can throw a strike here. And he can't. So a 3-0 count, and almost assuredly we are not swinging with a 3-0 count, trailing by 1, looking for the first base of the game. Newman will bring it in right on the inside corner for a strike. In a dead take mode all the way with Siebenaller. Now he'll dig back in. Green light back on. Newman from the full line delivers, and that's going to be cut on and missed. And it's back to a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. From the full line, he'll kick and bring it home. That'll be inside, and the Falcons' first base runner is a no-out walk, a leadoff walk, in the bottom of the third inning. Trayton Kohler will come up. Trayton's been hitting well, 286 on the year. And then Phillip Brooks is a 250 hitter. Back to the top of the lineup with Cooper DeJean, as he'll foul one to the backstop and fall behind 0-1. So Siebenaller at first. Not sure if they're going to try to get him going, as Kohler sets up middle of the box, but right at the very back. It's going to be hard for him to cover that outside corner, and that's right where the pitcher attacks. About shoulder high on the outside corner and swung through that one. An 0-2 count. Going to go back to first and back safely as Siebenaller dives underneath the tag attempt. No balls, 2 strikes. No outs. Runner at first for OABCIG, trying to get a threat going here in the bottom of the third, trailing 1-0. That's going to be laced up the middle. They're going to step on second and throw to first, and you can't have an easier double play than that. It was a 6-3 double play. Gets both runners, and from no outs and a runner on, now 2 outs, and Phillip Brooks batting. It was a good hit right up the middle. Just got caught in that high grass here in Ida Grove and slowed it down. Inside for ball 1. KP keeping that 1-0 lead. Cut on and missed. That one dove out of the strike zone low, swinging over the top of it for a 1-1 count. And that'll be outside and swinging through that as Brooks tried to push that one over to the right side. 1 ball, 2 strikes, working quickly. Newman comes home again. Oh, sweet chin music there. It goes right over the batter's head. Ducking out of the way was Brooks. Heartbreak Kid would love that. From the full wind, 2-2 count. Newman will fire through on the inside corner. Strikeout number 5 on the game. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. We are through 3 complete. KP on top of OABCIG 1-0. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
I'm Mark Hansen, 3rd generation dealer here at Rex Chevrolet GMC in Odebo. We have been family owned since 1925. Whether you're looking for that new Chevy or GMC or any other vehicle, please give us a call at Rex Chevrolet in Odebo or look us up online at rexchevrolet.com.
Hi, this is Mick at Mark Hansen's Rex Chevrolet GMC in Odebo. This year we celebrate 100 years of the Chevy truck, and Rex Chevrolet has been selling and servicing these trucks for over 90 of those 100 years. Stop by and see us for your next Chevy or GMC truck.
Oh, Galveston in the background there at the OABCIG field. Cooper DeJean warming up on the hill. He came on last inning. Got the Falcons out of a jam, but 1 run did come across. Falcons going to have to find a way to get some runs on the board against this tough KP squad. KP is undefeated, 3-0 coming in. Talked to Dan Doetzler before the game, and he knew this was going to be a tough game. Emer went 2 innings, ended up giving 1 run. It was not earned, but he is the pitcher of record right now. It's going to be numbers 5, 6, and 7. Evan Newman, Bo Harvey, and Connor Boner coming up. Newman flew out in the first inning to Cooper DeJean to end the threat. Wind and fire, and DeJean just misses at the numbers. I think that was on the corner, just missed a hair high. 1 ball, no strikes. Nobody out. That's going to be high and just over. No, it's going to be in play. And a nice play made by the catcher as Easton Harms is able to squeeze that one for out number 1. brings up Bo Harvey. Bo reached on an error. Cooper DeJean was charging in and had a weird hop off the grass, caught him in the arm and not able to get him at first as he'll swing through that one.
At the plate, Bo Harvey.
He got over to third base and then scored on a sacrifice fly to left field. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Right in there for a strike. Beautiful pitch by DeJean. DeJean more of a traditional windup. Starts facing the hitter and kind of curls back and comes across. Just misses there low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. From the wind, he'll deliver home again, and missing again low, and 2-2 count. So it looks like the Falcons get their choice of the traditional pant, or you can go with the more longer cufflink pants. Cooper rocking the traditional look as they line out towards left field and under it for the catch, and the Falcons get the put out. Nice play made in center field by the Falcons' Phillip Brooks. Connor Boner coming up. Boner struck out in the 2nd inning. Nobody on, 2 outs. One-0 count. KP on top, 1-0, as that's in there for a strike, and the count evens out at 1-1. Connor Boner, 500 hitter on the season. DeJean just misses outside there. Kind of had a little tail on that fastball. So Boner ahead in the count now, 2 balls and a strike. DeJean just wants to find that zone again. That's in there. Grounded out towards short, fielded there. Off the back foot, throw to first is in time. Nice play there by Preston Gill. Firing to Cam Sharkey in time for the 6-3 putout. That ends the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. We are through 3.5. It is 1-0 KP on top. You are listening and watching to a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
It's about caring for one another, loving one another, being there for family and friends. At Holstein Senior Living, we are here to provide that little extra care while you live life to the fullest. Wake up when you want. Participate in daily activities at your discretion. Eat meals on your time, which includes an all-day breakfast menu. All with the comfort of knowing there are trained professional staff available at any time for the little extra caring things that may require a helping hand. Holstein Senior Living, offering assisted and independent living options with.
Well, the Falcons are going to look to get back in this one. If they do so, it's going to be with some bats. They trail 1-0 here, and they have gone through the minimum number of hitters, so they'll go back to the start of the order with Cooper DeJean coming up. Cooper grounded out to the 3rd baseman, a little squibber down the line, and he made it a close play as Cooper has a lot of speed. He will come up to bat again. He's been hitting the cover off the ball, a .727 average coming into tonight.
Leading off for the Falcons, number 9, Cooper DeJean. On deck, 31, Trust Wells.
So it'll be DeJean, Trust Wells, then Easton Harms. Cooper, little open stance. Squares around to bunt. He's going to drop one down, force the pitcher off the mound, and he's going to beat it out to first base. No chance there as the Falcons get their first hit on a bunt by Cooper DeJean. With Cooper on first, there's a good chance he's going to be on second after the next pitch.
Number 35, Easton Harms.
So Trustwell's coming up, right fielder. Cooper looking in, and the pitch misses outside. Just the second base runner, first hit of the game for the Falcons. Cooper wants to force that pitcher to watch him a little bit. He's going to take off for second. It's going to be popped out of play. Again, looking for that front end loader and not finding it. Just short that one. So the count will even up, but a ball and a strike. I think Cooper would have had that base. Dotes is going to have a little quick communication with Trust Wells. I don't know if we missed a sign there or not. Could have been a take to let Cooper get the steal there. The umpire is cleaning off the pitching plate. I don't know what's out there to get on it. It's a synthetic mound. Sunflower seeds, maybe. So Trust will come back up. Dig right into the front of the box. Newman eyes DeJean. They do a pitch out to the backstop, and DeJean is just going to take the base easy on a pass ball. Wild pitch. So the Falcons now with the runner in scoring position. Trust Wells ahead in the count, 2 balls and a strike. Looking home, and Trust is going to square around to bunt, and it's going to tap foul. A little backspin on it, and it rolled all the way to the backstop. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Don't forget to let people know you're watching us on YouTube. You got friends that would like to join us, send them a link, and they can enjoy some OABCIG sporting events throughout the year. I'll be taken outside and low, and the count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Well, first base is open. There's a big gap right now between short and third. So if he just hits a standard ground out to shortstop, it's probably a base hit right now. Now he's going to fade back over and swing on a miss outside. So Wells goes down swinging. Strikeout number 6 for Newman. And that's going to bring up Easton Harms. Newman has pitched 6 innings this year, has 5 strikeouts coming into the game. Add another 6, so he's at 11. He has pitched 3 innings so far, so 11 strikeouts through 9 innings. That's a pretty good ratio. Taken high for a ball and then thrown out to center field, and they're going to give Cooper DeJean third base. You know, there are unforced errors. One of them is trying to pick off one of the fastest players in the game at second base when he's only about 6 feet away and there's nobody on the base. Just a tough break for the catcher there for KP, but OABCIG will take it and hope they can get something to get that runner across the dish. They got a fist one, and we'll reach the backstop on the bounce. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at third is Cooper DeJean. At the plate is Easton Harms. This will be a great time for Easton's first hit of the year. Harms upright stance, bat on the shoulder, then he gets set with a little wobble to it. Takes outside and low, and the count moves to 2 balls and a strike. From the set, Newman comes home, and that's going to be fisted out and go on top of the press box over here between the baseball field and the football field. 2-2 count now. Harms just wants to put it in play. Anywhere in play might score the run. Newman looking in, setting up inside. Now rolling outside as the catcher, and he'll fist one towards the lights and get out of play into the construction zone. So we'll reset the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Newman's been very impressive, facing the minimum so far, but has a runner on third with 1 out here. Eyes the runner, now comes home. And Easton swings and misses at the high cheese. And that'll bring up Zach Heemer. So if you're Cooper, there's not a lot of space between the catcher and the backstop, so it'll be a close play, but he's got the wheels. So I think any pitch that gets past the catcher probably scores a run. I'll have to get a base hit there for Heemer as he cuts and misses at the high fastball. 0-1 count. I wonder if everybody's playing. You could kind of maybe pull a suicide squeeze here, try to get the run. He will cut and miss at the outside fastball. So he struck out the side in the second after a leadoff single bunt. He's looking to strike out 3 more in this inning. 0-2 count, 2 outs. Runner at third. Newman, Eisbrenner comes home, and that's going to be taken high and tight for a ball. DeJean begging him to throw to third. Can't get that catcher to look over. I think the coach said that was enough of that. One-two count now as Newman brings it home. That'll miss high and tight again. And the catcher just walks it right back out. So a little deuces wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at third, Hemer at the plate, wanting to help his cause. Coming across, he's going to hit one high into the outfield. Shallow fly coming in and making the play is the left fielder. So the Falcons threaten but do not score. We are through 4 complete. It is 1-0 KP on top. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
Beckman Motors in Odebo is your premier dealer for Ford, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and Ram, new and used vehicles. Their dedicated sales staff, knowledgeable finance associates, and expertly trained technicians are all here to make your experience fun, easy, and hassle-free. We're proud to be family-owned and part of our local community. When it's time for a new vehicle for your family and a great selection of used vehicles and service, visit Larry Beckman Motors, Odebo.
All right, we're back to baseball action as the Beatles are bringing us back. So far we've had Galveston, we've got the Beatles, we've had Skid Row. It's an eclectic mix up in the press box tonight as the Falcons are looking to get another quick inning out of Cooper DeJean on the hill. Cooper pitched 2 innings on Friday. Picked up a save, I believe. So he'll bring it into Easton Harms, his backstop. Hitting for the Panthers is going to be 8-9 and back to the top of the order. Emerson Pratt, then Damon Bowman, and Malachi Christofferson. Cooper has a standard delivery. A lot of power behind his pitches. Panthers have 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. OABCIG has no runs on 1 hit and 1 error. That error was costly as it was by Cooper DeJean, had a ball that bounced wrong. Bowman got the base, ended up getting to third and was sacrifice flied in, and that's the only score was on a sacrifice fly.
Leading off for the Panthers.
Just 4 hits in the game combined for both teams.
On deck, number 28, Damon Bowman.
Playing in at the grass. At third is Hemer. He moved over to third on the substitution that brought DeJean in to pitch. In there for a strike at the knees on the outside corner for a 1-1 count. I want to say thank you to our sponsors for tonight's game. As DeJean will bring it across the inside. Miss. And those include North Star Community Credit Union, Beckman Motors, the Hoffman Agency, Holstein Senior Living, Zimmy's, Schmidt Insurance, Rex Chevrolet, and Swanson Insurance and Real Estate. Our scoreboard show sponsor is United Bank of Iowa, and the pregame show is brought to you by Gordon's Body Shop. Cooper will bring it across to the fastball. A foul into the backstop will even it at 2-2. Nobody on, nobody out. Leadoff hitter, top of inning number 5. Panthers with a 1-0 lead over the Falcons. And Cooper will bring it across for a strike at the knees, swinging strike number 3. And that'll be his first strikeout of this game. Bowman comes up. He reached and scored the only run of the game on an error in the 3rd inning. Wind and fire. DeJean will hit that inside corner for a strike. That is a pitcher's pitch right there. He swings, it'll saw off that metal bat, and his hands will feel it for a week and a half. Back up the middle again, and just a nice inside-out swing. Has a runner at first base. Bowman just dropped the barrel right on the ball, puts it out to center field, and takes his base. Good piece of hitting by Bowman. Brings up Malachi Christofferson, a .636 hitter. Malachi has grounded out to the third baseman in the first and then reached on a solid base ramp in the third. We got a courtesy runner out there. As Bowman is the first baseman. I don't think you give him courtesy runner. Must be a pitch runner. In there for a strike. Once DeJean gets on the pitching plate, he works quickly. From the set, he eyes in, now over to the runner, back to home plate. Comes set and comes home. Strike two. Got that little slide action there. Got a clown's whistle. And it's an 0-2 count. One out, runner at first. We'll bounce that one across, and the courtesy runner will advance over to second. A 1-2 count. As Harms couldn't keep that one in front of him. Gets on the glove, gets on the helmet as the scoring threat is back on the board for the KP squad. One out, runner at second. Sheen want to get one past here. See if he goes outside again. Set up that way, and then it was grounded out towards short, fielded there, up with it, and in time to first. A great play there. Preston Gill's been showing off the arm. That's twice now he's been able to cut down the runner, the first from third base, and then when he switched over to shortstop, again right there. But the runner does get to third base with 2 outs, and Matthew Christofferson up. That'll be taken inside and tight for a ball. Christofferson singled and was stranded at second base, and then he reached on a 4-6 put out, fielder's choice, in the third inning. That'll be fisted over towards third, fielded there, up with it, and not in time to first. So the run will come across. Just a swinging bunt for Matthew Christofferson on an infield hit, and the lead doubles 2-0 now, KP on top. Nothing to be done with that as Hemer came up with it cleanly, fired to first cleanly, but the ball just didn't have any speed getting down the line. Damon Schmidt, the only lefty in the game, stepping in. Very open stance. Cooper eyes in, and that's going to be grounded out towards second and bounces off a knee and not in time past the first baseman. And they're going to have to cover home. Somebody will have to get there. There's nobody at home. And they are going to award the extra base as it went into the dugout. So the runner at second will have to stay there, and they're going to give the runner at third home plate. So another run will come across on an error. The umpires are... The ball went into the dugout over there. So an E4. The runner at second base. Scoring on the play was Matthew Christofferson. They are going to throw it back over to the dugout, I guess. So Jackson Howe is stepping in. A runner is at second base, and now 2 runs across. That was not an earned run, as the throwing error caused the run to score. Coming home with it. A little frustration on that pitch. Well, as you get out there and you try to really put a lot into it, and you end up holding it for a second too long. 1-0 count. Runner to third, and the throw is there. Ooh, not in time, but the ball came out. That was a close play at third, but the ball came out. Good throw by Easton Harms. So Damon Schmid takes third on the steal. And now with 2 outs, the run is 90 feet away. 2-0 count. That'll be fouled into the backstop. And the count moves to 2-1. Two-one count, 2 outs, 2 runs across. That'll be taken inside and high, and a 3-1 count. KP on top, 3-0. They're 3 runs on 5 hits. Falcons no runs on 1 hit with 2 errors. Grilled right back to Cooper. He'll run over towards first, flip it there, and a 1-3 putout will end the threat, but not before 2 come across on 2 hits. With 1 runner left on, we are through 4 1/2. It is 3-0. KP on top of OABCIG. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions. Back after this from our sponsors.
As you cruise through downtown Odeboat, Iowa, you'll find Swanson Insurance and Real Estate, offering hard-working insurance for hard-working people. Have you visited SwansonWithYou.com? Their website is all new. Put in a quote request, check out real estate listings, and read about the staff here to serve you. Truck it up with Swanson Insurance. Big enough to serve, small enough to care. Located downtown Odeboat.
All right, back here with the Falcons coming to the plate in the bottom of the 5th inning. Falcons are trailing 3-0 as Eric Newman has had a very dominant performance. Just 1 more than the minimum faced so far, and that was a bunt single by Cooper DeJean last inning. He did have a walk earlier, but followed it up immediately with a double play. The Newman is going to face the 5, 6, and 7 hitters. That's Preston Gill, Cam Sharkey, and Eric Siebenaller. The catcher will throw down, and we will get set for inning number 5 for the Falcons. Gill, a 160 hitter so far early in the season. The Falcon bats just haven't gotten going yet. They've been relying on defense and great pitching so far. Get to that 2-1 record. Taken outside and low for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes.
Preston Gill on deck, Cam Sharkey.
So Gill, I'd like to see him take a little bit closer to the plate here. He's a tall player. Ooh. Tough call there. Pitcher's pitch, 1 ball, 1 strike. Where he's setting up, he's going to have a hard time covering that outside portion of the plate. Newman rocks and fires in, and he'll line one out to the construction zone. OABCIG doing some work in front of the school here. One ball, 2 strikes. They're going to set up on the inside corner as Newman rocks and fires. That one's fouled into the backstop, and we'll do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Nobody on. KP got 1 in the 3rd and 2 in the 5th. They lead 3-0. Newman again looking for that inside corner. Let's see what happens. This is going to be a high chopper out towards second, fielded there, over to first in time. So a 4-3 putout to start the 5th for the Falcons. That'll bring up Cam Sharkey. Cam struck out in the 2nd inning. So far on the night, 7 strikeouts for Newman through 4 1/3.
Number 21, Eric Siebenaller.
Sharkey gets right on top of the plate. And he will cut on miss on a low fastball there. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Newman again will rock and fire. Just shifted up and caught the outside corner. Sharkey swings through it for an 0-2 count. Cool breeze starting to blow here as the sun starts to set behind the trees. That'll be grilled foul down the third base line. Got to replace that about 2 feet to the right. It would have been an extra base hit possibly. Instead, it's just a foul ball and an 0-2 count. So Sharkey with 2 strikes is going to move to the front of the box. Right on top of the plate. Guarding everything. 0-2 count. Newman rocks and fires. Swung on and missed. And they are going to say he came up with that cleanly. So strikeout number 2 for Sharkey and number 8 on the night for Newman. That'll bring up Eric Siebenaller. Siebenaller was the first base runner. He walked in the 3rd inning and promptly was doubled off on an easy 4-3 double play, or 6-3 double play, that is. Ball was hit right to second base. The shortstop stepped on it and threw to first. Siebenaller watches ball 1 go past. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on. Falcons trailing by 3. 3-0. Oh. That one's behind his head. So missed on the first, missed on the second. 2-0 count. Newman rocks back, now fires forward. That inside fastball is cut on and missed. 2-1 count. Siebenaller is a 125 hitter early on this season. So he's going to fist one foul and put it into the tree. I don't want to get that ball. Leave it to somebody else. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Falcons still trying to solve Newman's pitching. He's been stellar on the bump. That's strike 3 looking. So no runs, no hits, and no errors, and no one left on. We are through 5 complete. It's 3-0 KP on top. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions.
The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove wants to wish the OABCIG Falcons good luck. They know that whether it's athletics or academics, the OABCIG students work hard. The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove offers old-fashioned customer service combined with today's technology to provide the high-quality, professional, personal, and commercial services that you deserve. The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove, a proud supporter of the OABCIG schools.
Oh. Falcons will keep up. Cooper DeJean on the hill. 2 runs came across last inning. I think only one of them was earned. Gave up 2 hits. 1 error. Did leave 1 runner stranded at third. It's going to be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters, Evan Newman, Bo Harvey, and Connor Boner. It's just 1 out at a time. Get this KP squad out of here. Let's see if those Falcon bats can wake up. You got to figure the pitcher, Newman, doesn't have too many innings left. He's gone through 5 already.
Leading off the 6th for the Panthers, number 24, Evan Newman. On deck, 36, Bo Harvey.
So Newman out to aid his cause from the dish as DeJean winds and fires. Right in there for a strike at the letters. Oh, 1 count. Leadoff hitter, inning number 6. And that one checking out his ear there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Got to throw inside. As Cooper delivers home again, and that one is cut on a missed. This goes right over the top of him. Count moves to 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs, nobody on. DeJean winds and fires. And the bender, Uncle Charlie, coming to play. Right in there for strike 3. Second strikeout of the game for DeJean, and that'll bring up Bo Harvey. Bo has popped out to the shortstop and popped out to the center fielder. DeJean gets back on the pitching plate. Looking in from the full wind, he'll deliver. Hit high in the sky and out of play down the left field line. Just got underneath that one, did Harvey.
Harvey has plate on deck, number 7, Connor Billner.
DeJean rocks and fires. That'll bounce to the backstop as he spiked one there. 1-1 count. Falcons trailing 3-0. We're in the top of inning number 6. That's going to be laced out towards third. Fielded there, up with it. Gill has to hurry to first and in time. A nice 6-3 put out will bring up Connor Boner. The Falcons want to go 1-2-3 here and get those bats back up.
Emerson Bratt on deck.
So DeJean trying to get a clean inning here. Brings the first pitch across for ball 1. I want to remind you, if you're watching our broadcast tonight, to let other people know, you can catch all of the games we do right here. So subscribe to that channel and see what games we have coming up. On Wednesday this week, we will be broadcasting the first softball game of the year from up in Moville. DeJean fires across, high pop up towards center field, coming in and making the catch. 1-2-3, go KP. And the Falcons will come to bat trailing 3-0 in the bottom of the 6th after this message from our sponsors on this program brought to you by Digital Fuller Solutions.
Live for today, plan for tomorrow with Schmidt Insurance.
As an independent agent, I work for you, helping you find the right coverage with the best companies at extremely competitive rates. I'm Jared with Schmidt Insurance in downtown Dollar Creek. I offer a complete lineup of insurance products including home, auto, farm, commercial, as well as life and retirement. For a no obligation quote, call me at 365-2535. That's 365-2535.
We're back here in Ida Grove as the Falcons will look to get something going here. They never really got off the field. Doetzler stopped them all right across the third base line. Having a little conversation with his boys, trying to rally the troops as the Falcons trail 3-0. Looks like Newman is still on the bump for KP. He's gone all 5 innings so far, allowed just 1 hit, and he has topped that off with 4, 5, 8, 9 strikeouts so far. Catcher had to get his gear on. He'll come out here and field the pitch or two and throw it down. If you're watching on TV, on your YouTube channel, send us a comment. Tell us how we're doing. That's okay. You can tell me I'm not doing good. We'll try to do better for you in the future. Can't control whether we win or lose, but we can control what we put on the program. Big thank you as well to Hannah Schmidt for what she's doing for us, as she is in charge of the filming and making sure our broadcast rolls on. You can also message me on Facebook. Let me know anything you want to. Look me up, Michael Earl, or you can find Mike Earl with Nepple Real Estate. Newman will bring it home again. A miss low and outside, ball 1.
At the plate, Trayton Kohler. On deck, number 30, Phillip Brooks.
As Newman again winds and fires. Prior to High pop fly, and working underneath it is Newman. He's going to make the catch. So pop out to the pitcher brings up Phillip Brooks. I worked for KDSN, as I mentioned, for 14 years. The last game I broadcast before we got into basketball season was the state football victory in the state tournament for the Falcons. A lot of fun there. And alongside me for that game was the coach tonight, Dan Doetzler. A lot of fun broadcasting those games straight through the tournament. I'm really looking forward to this year of broadcasting all the different sports for the Falcons. Well, that's cut on a missed and an 0-2 count. And Doetz did a great job on those football broadcasts. Newman looking to go quickly through the order as he gets strikeout number 10 on Phillip Brooks, and that'll bring back Cooper DeJean. And I think that'll be the last pitch for Newman, probably a pitch count issue. And they're going to take the ball out of his hand as he goes 5 2/3 innings before Cooper DeJean will get a new pitcher to face. So we'll take a break, play 2 commercials. You are watching Fuller Digital Solutions broadcast on YouTube.
A few Facebook reviews from Zimmy's Bar and Grill in Ida Grove. Best prime rib I've ever had. From appetizers and drinks, meal and price, all was great. Pretzel burger was to die for. Highly recommended, and I can't wait to go back to try more menu items. We stopped at Zimmy's in Ida Grove after a game, and they stayed open for us. It was steak night, and they were delicious.
I'm Eric Zimmerman, inviting you to enjoy our family-friendly full menu restaurant. Try it, love it, and come back for more at Zimmy's Bar and Grill, East Highway 175, Ida Grove.
A few Facebook reviews from Zimmy's Bar and Grill in Ida Grove. Best prime rib I've ever had. From appetizers and drinks, meal and price, all was great. Pretzel burger was to die for. Highly recommended, and I can't wait to go back to try more menu items. We stopped at Zimmy's in Ida Grove after a game, and they stayed open for us. It was steak night, and they were delicious.
I'm Eric Zimmerman, inviting you to enjoy our family-friendly full menu restaurant. Try it, love it, and come back for more at Zimmy's Bar and Grill, East Highway 175, Ida Grove.
Account of your own can be a challenging task. That's why I went to North Star Community Credit Union. They help make my finances easier to handle by offering me the services and products I need at a price that will fit my budget. They've got it all: savings, checking, ATM or debit card, loans, direct deposit, free online and mobile banking, e-statements, bill pay, and much more to suit my busy lifestyle. See for yourself why so many people like me have made North Star Community Credit Union their one-stop financial institution.
Visit their offices in Cherokee, Ida Grove, or Sheldon to start an account today. Federally insured by NCUA, you've got a strong credit union behind you.
And we're back here as warm-ups are finishing up. Just a perfect night for baseball again. We've been blessed with some great nights so far this year.
On deck number 31, Trust Well.
Look into the distance and just see miles of farm fields. A couple of windmill or wind turbines out there spinning. This Cooper again is going to square around to bunt. They bring that third baseman in. He'll take ball 1. He bunted to reach first base and then advanced over to third, but was stranded there in the 4th inning. So 2 outs here. 1-0 count, and strike is right across. Cooper looking out. It is the lefty who is delivering in. A little Uncle Charlie there, and nothing doing. Into the game is Damon Schmid. Damon brings the fastball across high, and swinging underneath it is DeJean. So a little 2-2 count with 2 outs and nobody on. Schmid has the sign he wants. Catcher setting up outside. And DeJean is going to swing and miss. So Damon comes in and shuts down DeJean. So the KP squad will go into the 7th with a 3-0 lead. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions. We'll take a quick break and be back here in a moment.
I'm Mark Hansen, third generation dealer here at Rex Chevrolet GMC in Odebo. We have been family owned since 1925. Whether you're looking for that new Chevy or GMC or any other vehicle, please give us a call at Rex Chevrolet in Odebo or look us up online at rexchevrolet.com.
Hi, this is Mick at Mark Hansen's Rex Chevrolet GMC in Odebo. This year we celebrate 100 years of the Chevy truck, and Rex Chevrolet has been selling and servicing these trucks for over 90 of those 100 years. Stop by and see us for your next Chevy or GMC truck.
And we're back here as Cooper's going to take the pitching plate for his 5th inning of work. 2 runs have come across, one of them earned on DeJean. Of course, that's an unofficial stat. All stats are unofficial because I'm not officially good at stats. Falcon offense has been stymied by some great pitching tonight from KP. Great pitching by the Falcons and some good defense have kept it close. I mean, 3 runs, that's a couple hits and a blast or an error or 2. There's lots of ways to get 3 runs quick in a baseball game, especially a high school baseball game. But first you got to get out of this inning clean and get to that bottom of the 7th just trailing by 3. Sun still refusing to set behind the trees. Those trees do leave the field in complete darkness, though. Lights are on. A fast-moving game. It's only 8:49. Right now, up here in Ida Grove, just 70 degrees. A brisk night for late June. This baseball broadcaster really appreciates it. This is a production of Fuller Digital Solutions. Again, thank you for joining us. We want to thank our sponsors. Pre-game show brought to you by Gordon's Body Shop. Scoreboard show by United Bank of Iowa. 0-1 count. That's going to be lifted out towards center field, and a nice running catch out there.
Change that at the plate, number 28, Damon Bowman. On deck, number 18.
So Damon Bowman flies out to center field, and that will bring up, I have that wrong too, as that's going to be number 28. Now Bowman is up. We had somebody new in, and they flew out to center. That's some great reporting. I'll try better next time. As DeJean brings it across, and that'll go to the backstop and a 1-1 count. So Bowman up to bat right now with 1 out. 3 runs on 5 hits for KP. Falcons no runs on 1 hit with 2 errors. Top of inning number 7. DeJean on the hill, brings it across for a strike right at the knees. Good pitch there by DeJean. Bowman has scored 2 of the runs tonight. Reached on an error and scored, and then he reached on a single in the 5th and scored. KP did their damage, 1 in the 3rd and 2 in the 5th. That's in there, strike 2, and we're full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. On deck, top of the lineup, Malachi Christofferson. And that's going to be hit high. Pop up, calling off second baseman. He wants it. He's got it. So pop out to second. We'll bring the second out home for DeJean. Underneath making the play was Eric Siebenaller. So now Malachi Christofferson. He has grounded out on a 5-3 putout, reached on a single, and then grounded out on a 6-3 putout. And that is taken for a strike. Oh, slide rule there. Zips across the plate for a strike 1. DeJean brings it home again. Grounded right up the middle. That will get fielded by Siebenaller. And to first, not in time. Just beating it out. An infield hit. That was a close play, bang, bang, but it looked like the right call. And that'll bring up Matthew Christofferson. Christofferson has scored a run. He has singled twice. Cooper brings home the pitch, and it is high for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Christofferson has a nice stance right on top of the plate. I mentioned earlier that in speaking with Dan Dotzler before the game, he knew this was going to be a tough game. He knew they were a good hitting squad and a good pitching squad. And this is a real challenge for these Falcons. They've stayed in it so far as that's taken low for a ball, and the count moves to 2-0. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs, runner at first. DeJean eyes the runner. Brings it home to Harms, and he spikes that one. He just lost his delivery there. Almost slipped off the pitching plate. That one hit the grass. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Almost looked like he tried to hold on to it or something. That's in there for a strike. So he's got that release point back. Looks more comfortable out there. Eyeing second base. Now coming home. Right on the outside corner. So after 3 balls, 2 straight strikes, and we're full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. First base is open. Want to get out of this inning cleanly. Needs to get the hitter here. The righty delivers home. Fisted down the first base line, picked up and tagged out. A 1 unassisted putout. And that will end the inning. 1 hit with no runs scored and 1 runner left on, no errors. We are through 6 1/2. The Falcons trailing 3-0. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions. All right, Falcons want to get back in this. They need 3 runs. They're facing a good pitcher in the reliever who has done damage with the bat as well, Damon Schmid. I pointed him out because he is a little shorter in stature, but he is definitely a player to be watched. Has some good speed on that fastball. He has pitched in 2 games so far, 3 innings total. Coming into tonight, has allowed 2 hits, 1 run, and 1 earned run. Does have 9 strikeouts in 3 innings, so every inning he's struck out every player that he's faced, and that goes with what he did to finish off last inning when he got Cooper DeJean to get out swinging as well. That left-hander makes it tough. The sponsors for OABCIG are North Star Community Credit Union, Beckman Motors, the Hoffman Agency, Holstein Senior Living, Zimmy's, Schmidt Insurance, Rex Chevrolet, and Swanson Insurance and Real Estate. I'm sure I can chew through that a little better next time. 3 runs scored on 6 hits for KP. No runs, 1 hit, 2 errors for OABCIG. Pitch is lined out towards right center, and it'll get down for a hit. And that is Trustwell's first hit of the year. And that's a little weight off his shoulder. Let's see if that can get a little rally going here for Easton Harms. Easton also would like to get his first hit of the year. Easton has struck out twice, but those were both against Newman, the starter tonight. Lefty now digging in to the far side of the plate. He'll bring it across. Oof. A little tall, but they're going to call it strike 1. Easton will look down, get his sign, now step back in. No balls, 1 strike. That'll be taken for a ball outside. It's about the same height as the last pitch, just missed about 4 inches outside. Well, Falcons have a runner on, need to get at least 1 more before they can get into that blast for a tie And that's taken for a strike, and the count moves to 1-2. Pitcher has enough velocity. You can get it out there a ways. 325 to center here in Ida Grove, as that's going to bounce, and taking his base will be. Yeah, they're going to talk about it. It looked like it hit Easton Harms. Bounced up and struck the batter. The runner advancing to second was Trust Wells. So they're going to talk about it. They'll probably award Easton the base. They are going to award the base, so a hit by pitch. So now we got our two runners. Now we just need the blast. Zach Heemer coming up. And the coach is going to come out, and we're going to talk about this a little bit here. We'll see if we have a pitching change. If you look at the stats, though, very good pitcher. Has struck out 10 hitters so far, and he's got 10 outs. So every out he's recorded has been by strikeout. I think you're just talking a little strategy here. So Damon Schmidt is going to stay out there. Giving up a single and a hit by pitch. Zach Heemer stepping in. Heemer also looking for his first hit of the year. Speed on the base pass. Any hit to the outfield might score at least one, as that'll be on the outside corner for a strike. Schmidt sets up all the way to the third base side of the pitching plate and kind of throws across his body, as that one's going to find the school bus. So a nice little blocker there by the KP school bus, preventing other cars from being harmed. I'm sure those in the front row really appreciate that. No balls, 2 strikes, no outs, 2 runners on, first and second. As that's going to be taken for strike 3. So Heemer looks at strike 3 for the first out, and that'll bring up Preston Gill. Preston has struck out and grounded out to second.
Preston Gill on deck.
Just a fastball locking him up there. I'll have to see something inside for Gill to kind of get a pull on. As Schmid runs towards second. Get the runner back. The center fielder playing off to right a little bit, so if Gill can get one on that inside and pull it into the gap out there, he might be able to get 2 runs across with the speed at first base in Easton Harms. That's going to bounce across, and both runners will advance. So now you got runners at second and third, and any single likely scores 2 runs. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. The force only at first. Preston Gill standing in the center of that box. And just cut behind that one. The fastball got past him. A 1-2 count with 1 out. Schmid looks in, now from the set, delivers high and outside, and we'll even it out, 2-2. Oh, he could possibly drop a bunt down right here and get the base. That's going to be taken low for a ball. Good eye by Gill. And we're full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. First base is open, but they want to face the hitter here. They want to put the tying run on. And he'll get past the strike right there with a swinging strike 3. His 3rd strikeout of the game. And that'll bring up Cam Sharkey. Cam has struck out twice, and he'd love to get one back right here.
On deck, number 21, Eric Siebenauer.
Ooh. Looked low. Called strike 1. Sharkey right on top of the plate. Now trailing in the count 0-1. Runners are at second and third. And he's going low high. 1 ball. Or it's an 0-2 count. That'll be cut on and missed and ends the game. So 3 strikeouts in the frame will end it. A 3-0 win for KP. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with a little post-game, tell you the stats from tonight. It is a 3-0 win, Kinglsey Pierson over OABCIG. KP will move to 4-0 on the year. OABCIG will fall to 2-2. You are watching a production of Fuller Digital Solutions. Back in a moment.
Beckman Motors in Odebo is your premier dealer for Ford, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and Ram, new and used vehicles. Their dedicated sales staff, knowledgeable finance associates, and expertly trained technicians are all here to make your experience fun, easy, and hassle-free. We're proud to be family-owned and part of our local community. When it's time for a new vehicle for your family and a great selection of used vehicles and service, visit Larry Beckman Motors, Odebo.
And thank you for joining us for another production from Fuller Digital Solutions as the OABCIG Falcons baseball team falls tonight. Final score 3-0. KP got 1 in the third on an unearned run as a number 9 hitter snuck on with an error and came around to score on a sacrifice fly and added 2 more in the 5th. And that is where we sat until the end of the game. A final score 3-0. KP with the win. Falcons did get a couple of base hits, a bunt single by Cooper DeJean in the 4th, and then a single by Trust Wells to lead off the 7th, followed by a hit by pitch. Runners were at 2nd and 3rd with no outs, but 3 straight strikeouts by the reliever, Damon Schmid, ended the threat and ended the game. Pitching for the Falcons tonight, going 2 innings, was Zach Heemer. He gave up 1 run. It was unearned, and then Cooper DeJean came in. He gave up 2 runs, and I believe only 1 of those was earned, and he will go through. But the loss will be credited to Zach Heemer, who did give up that lead with the 1 run. Again, your final score tonight is 3-0 KP with the win. OABCIG will fall to 2-2 on the year as KP will move to 4-0. Next up for our broadcast from Fuller Digital Solutions, it will be a softball game, our first of the year, as we'll be traveling up to Moville on Wednesday. Join us for that broadcast, weather permitting, and we hope we can have some more fun and an OABCIG victory on the softball diamond. A big thank you to Hannah Schmidt tonight for making our broadcast possible, working the cameras. My name is Mike Lurl. Thank you for joining us. If you like your broadcast, make sure you let people know where you found it. Subscribe to that YouTube channel, share the link, and give us some comments. Let us know how we're doing for you. Thank